Thank you for the nice introduction to Chairman and Co-Chairman. And my friend Mr. Venkatesh Gowda has highlighted about Indian sandalwood. And I would like to mention now about the sandalwood species distributed throughout the world. Sandalwood is it is called the fragrant ambassador of the world. And around the world, there are about 56 species of sandalwood distributed throughout the world. That is starting from India to almost to the John Fernandez Island of South America. And most of the species are distributed in the Pacific Island, and they are of different species. And out of 56 species present in the world, only 16 species are recognized as the species of importance, and they are distributed in different parts of the world. And Centanum album is called the East Indian sandalwood. It is present in India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Fiji, Australia, and China and Pacific Islands. And as Mr. Gowda has mentioned in his lecture, sandalwood in India is declining. We were producing almost about 5,000 tons of sandalwood and about 150 tons of oil during 1980 to 90s. But our present production is hardly 400, and we will not be able to officially produce more than about 10 tons of oil. This is the state of affairs in India. And this is due to over extraction of the sandalwood and also illegal extraction. And there was no concerted effort made by our foresters to grow sandalwood. They thought that sandalwood is a renewable supply of material in the forest, and it will be available anytime they want to take out. But it's not the case. Unless you put your efforts to grow sandalwood, you will not be able to achieve it. And I was advocating even as from 1994 to grow sandalwood in different parts of the country. But our foresters believe that sandalwood has a geographical boundary. It cannot grow beyond Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. Just like music has no geographical boundary, sandal also has no geographical boundary. It can be grown almost from Kanyakumari to foothills of Himalayas. Provided you give correct management practices, you can achieve very good fragrant wood material. And coming to the progress made in different countries, see, in Sri Lanka, they have no flat land, it's undulated land, and they have to grow in terrains. They are making bench terraces and grow sandalwood. And the major plants available in Sri Lanka is Gliricidia. So they are growing Gliricidia along with sandalwood and growing as a plantation crop. And in India, we are growing with the different types of crops. That is, basically, we need 3 types of sandalwood is a partial root parasite. So we require almost about 3 host plants to grow, starting from the seed to the seedling stage and to the tree. So at the seedling stage, we call as a pot host. We give a primary host material which has to give nutrition, because sandal plants loses its root hair after 1 year. When it roots, when the root hairs are lost, they cannot absorb directly nutrition from the soil directly. So they need the support of a plant which can assist them to grow. And after the potting stage, when we are planting in the field, we have to give a host plant very nearby, which is called a donor host, which gives nutrition and boosts the growth of sandalwood. And this donor host is killed by sandal plants in about 3 years period. because it extracts all the nutrition. That donor host, we usually recommend Susbania. And the Susbania can be planted in the same pit or at a distance about 1 meter from sandal plants. And later, after the death of the intermediate host, we have to give another host plant, which is called a long-term host. And unless we give a long-term host, the sandalwood plants or the trees may still live in the field, but it may not put in luxurious growth. So we recommend different types of host plants. It may be of commercial value or non-commercial value. You can grow fruit crops or timber crops, or also you can intercrop them during the growth up to 5 years period. And another factor is, that is, as Mr. Gowda was mentioning, the propagation through seeds. See, you know, sandal plants are cross-pollinated. You are not sure what type of generation you are going to get out of it. And the best method is tissue culture, but the tissue culture we have not succeeded so far in developing it. And now it is claimed that they have developed it. But I would suggest, instead of tissue culture, you're going for rooting of juvenile shoots. That's very easy. Almost about 60 to 70% of rooting can be achieved through juvenile shoots, which has been done in the Australian Forest Research Institute, and they are able to succeed, and they are doing mass multiplication through juvenile shoots. And that would be the topic of the day, to propagate the mother plants in large quantity. And Australia would be the leading sandalwood producers of the world in future. And in 2012, we'll be coming out with 1,000 tons of hardwood sandalwood. And already about 25% is earmarked to Middle East, and 25% is marked to Europe, and only 50% is available. Out of it, major share may go to Taiwan and China. I am not sure how much is going to come to India. And I have grouped these 16 species into 4 groups. The first is the East Indian sandalwood, Santalum album. The second group of sandalwood plants is called the Australian sandalwood. And there are 5 species of Australian sandalwood. And out of which Spicatum and Lanceolatum are very good scented hardwood yielders. And the other 3 species do not produce much scented wood. Especially the Santalum acuminatum is used as a food crop. And the fruit developed is almost like an apple, and that is eaten by aborigines as food. And it is cultivated as a food crop, not as a wood crop. And Spicatum, they are the largest exporters from Australia. They produce almost about 1,200 tons a year. And though the oil content is low, almost about 2%, and even the central content is low, but the sandalwood oil produced from this is used as an alternate, not as a substitute for Indian sandalwood. You cannot substitute Indian sandalwood, because that's the queen of sandalwood of the world. And the second, the Santalum lanceolatum is also equally important. And it also produces very good sandalwood oil. And most of the Santalum lanceolatum oil is adulterated with Indian sandalwood. And so does Indian sandalwood. And the next batch of sandalwood is from the Pacific Islands. And there are about 6 species distributed in the Pacific Islands, and 2 Santalum austrocaladonicum and Santalum maasi are the very important sandalwood in the Pacific Island. And austrocaladonicum is distributed in New Caledonia and Vanuatu Island, Tonga, Papua New Guinea, and Yasi is distributed in Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Tonga, Solomon Islands. I will come to that later, I will show the map. And austrocaladonicum, it is claimed is equal to Indian sandalwood oil. But chemically it is different. It is not equal. But the New Caledonian people, they claim it is equal to that. It is not equal, but still they play a major role in the sandalwood industry in the world. And most of the oil comes to India and also goes to Europe. And Yasi is a very, very important species. And Yasi is confined to Fiji Island, and it is also distributed in Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands. And Yasi is supposed to be equal to Indian sandalwood in all respects. In color of the wood, the oil of the wood is almost equal. And they have also gone one step ahead. In Yasi, they have crossed with album, Santalum album, and they have produced a hybrid. And the hybrid produced from they is much superior to album. It gives almost about 8% of all sandalwood oil. 8% of sandalwood oil. Whereas Indian sandalwood, the maximum yield is only 6%. And the growth is almost about 2 times faster than album. And unfortunately, our previous scientists in IWST, Mrs. Srimati and Kulkarni, they brought these species to India and introduced in IWST, and unfortunately we lost all the gene pool here. Otherwise we also would have made success in developing hybrids. And even today in IWST there is one species available, that is Santalum Yasi grafted onto Santalum Yasi. It's available. It is near I think IWST campus. It is still there. I think it is not there. Oh, I'm sorry. I think almost I saw the tree growing for almost about 15 years. 15 years, and if it is lost, I feel very sorry about it. And other species, let's say, other 4 species, they are not of very commercial importance, and they still have a heritage in their respective countries where they are growing. And the next group of plants, sandalwood plants, are grown in Hawaii Islands. In Hawaii Islands, there are 4 species of sandalwood, that is Santalum ellipticum, Freycinetum, Halakale, and Paniculatum. And this ellipticum is a very important species of Hawaii. And now it is also coming to India, and many merchants are buying the ellipticum sandalwood. And the Santalum content of ellipticum is only about 25%, but the oil yield is about 2%. But still it is used as an alternate for Indian sandalwood because we are in a very short supply. And Halakale and Paniculatum, and they are almost endangered species in Hawaii. And Freycinetum is also gives very good wood, scented wood. And the usage of this oil in Hawaii is scenting the coconut oil, and use this coconut oil during the marriage ceremonies in Hawaii. And also they use in the soap industry. I'm sorry, I have limited my subject and I have beautiful slides to show. I will run through it. And all Centralamus species are root parasites. And they absorb through Haustoria. This is a beautiful sandalwood flower. I want to skip this because you have already seen this. This is the field trial in Australia. And for planting, they use a specific instrument. This is a specialized instrument for use for planting. And they put the naked seedlings into the hollow tube and press with the leg, and the plant goes directly into the soil, and there is no need for further manual operation. This is only 1 year sandalwood plantation. So this is about 10-year-old sandalwood plantation ready for harvesting. And we have developed plantations in Namadari fields in Karnataka. We have about 100 acres of sandalwood plantation. And I told you in Sri Lanka they use Giriseria as the host. And since in Sri Lanka you do not get a flat land, you have to plant in the undulated land. We make veg terraces and use sandalwood plantations there. So this is only a 2-year-old. It gives a very fast growth in Sri Lanka. And we have now about 2,000 hectares of sandalwood plantations. So this is a non-destructive test. We can take core sample from the standing tree and estimate the oil content. And this is the growth of sandalwood and actual growth from first year to 14 years. The 14-year plant gives almost about 70 kgs of scented hardwood. So this is our patron, Dr. Rathod, and now I understand the test tubes have come to the field.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a
it's
a very good development. See, most of the sandalwood is used in other. I have one or two slides, a few slides are there, which are of very importance. This is the other preparation. This is spicatum wood. So this is the Yasi which I was telling. See, they are making a hybrid. This is a very important subject, I think, for IWST and also for the scientists around the world, which they should be looking to this. See, this is a hybrid, Centralum album Yasi, and it was a very good fast growth. And in 78 years, look at the growth of the size. And this is both open and cross-pollinated. So in the natural hybrid you get in the field, and almost about 30% of hybrid you get in the field when they are planted together. That is Centralum album and Centralum Yasi. And this is what I was mentioning, that is the rooting of juvenile shoots, and where they have succeeded, and they have succeeded in Australia and also in Fiji. And I think IWST will take up this issue very fast, and so that they can multiply in large quantity. See, sandalwood in Papua New Guinea. This is called the Centralum Macacaray. No, I have only one speaker left. I can consume his time. I think, hope you will agree.
Choose themes. So kindly, I can actually I can have a discussion at the end, because that time we will miss otherwise.
What else? So this is about the Vanuatu island which I was telling. This is Astrocalodanicum. These are the Pacific islands where sandalwood is present in large quantity. This is Tonga, Central Maghreb. So this is one of the best research they have done in Tonga. And by removing the bark, they are able to give stress to the plant, and it gives hardwood faster and also yields seeds faster. So these are the population present in these Pacific islands. These are the group of people. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.